No,
Thank you very much.
you're welcome.
Do you have that that whole the Mein Kampf that was given to all the people that got married? Remember that?
The Mein Kampf, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
These guys need to see that. That's so. To explain what that is.
That is something. Now, if you could send me, I would be happy to pay for this.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's reissued now in Germany. Mein Kampf. And I think it's annotated, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
Right.
yeah, it's
I
required.
would love to get a copy. Well, maybe I can get it from Amazon.
Mhm.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'll
So
have to
this
look
is
it up.
interesting in that when we came back from the camps, our apartments was totally demolished because the German high command, the SS, had gotten into that whole house. And then when the Russians came in, the Soviets, they ruined the German command's whole house.
Right.
So our apartment was gone, kaput.
Right.
So the local government gave us a little apartment, actually one bedroom apartment, and we have 5 people. So I won't go into details here. But on the shelves of that apartment there were 2 books. There were several books there. Now, this thing.
Yeah, that one. Let's take a picture of that.
So this one is Mein Kampf. And this is dedicated to the newly married couple Kaiser in memory of the day of their wedding. Here the date, okay.
27th February 1940. Is that what it says?
Yeah. And that was Hanover, German, with the best wünschen, best wishes. Oberbürgermeister means the main mayor.
Yeah.
Exactly. So here is. They used in Germany. They used to give people who married a Bible. Then they gave them Mein Kampf instead.
And that's what they. That's it. That's the
Right.
Mein Kampf they gave the
Right.
people who were married. Look at that, guys.
Yep.
Amazing.
And then here it is.
And that tells you something about the nature of what was going on and how you get people to do this type of thing, right?
So my father was very, very good in German. He studied in Vienna. He was a lawyer. Thought that the German was very poor. Well, when you don't like somebody, you automatically put them down.
Right.
And my father was a Zionist and Jewish, of course. Now I have read the book, and not in totality. This is boring crap.
Yeah,
as far as I'm
that's
concerned.
true.
But he writes pretty well, and he spoke pretty well too. He was a very fascinating
Hitler?
orator. Absolutely,
Right, yeah.
he was very powerful. And then the other book that happened to be on the shelf was this one,
The Jewish questions.
Die Judenfrage. Yeah,
Let's get that. Die Judenfrage. D. So that's plural?
No,
it's just
singular.
feminine.
Feminine.
by Ernst Dobers, the author. Okay. Now, what's fascinating about let's look. It's an old book, you can tell. It's just one big lie from page 1 to the last page. There's no curtains falling apart. And here again, I have my bad glasses on. Can you read this?
Which one? Neuland? Oh, this?
Yeah.
The words?
No, this is Dr. Dobers. Who is this guy?
Oh, he signed it.
He
He signed it.
dedicated the book. But the interesting thing is this. Das Heil, I just can't read the darn thing because
That's how I can't read it. It's in cursive. Von dem Juden.
das Heil kommt von den Juden.
The
Salvation
Savior
comes from the Jews.
Right.
And that is the
From the
Gospel
Bible.
of John 4:22.
Right. So whoever owned this book,
Whoever owned the
they
book.
disagreed with whatever
Yeah.
was in it.
Isn't that interesting?
They,
That
they
is.
marked it
They
incorrect.
marked it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Beautiful.
So,
Isn't that amazing?
This it's incredible. I'm not sure. It says Stoff und Behandlung in der Schule, in the school, okay,
Yeah.
which is a discussion of the matter in school,
Right.
but it doesn't say what level or where, university or high school or whatever. So
Right.
I really don't know at which time of what's the date down here?
1941.
41. Okay, about 2 years into the war.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know what level kids studied this.
Right.
I have no idea. But I mean, when you read this, your eyes are opened on how the indoctrination took place. You know.
And that came from many different angles. It was in the school, it was in the movies, it was on the radio, and
it was in the streets.
Multiform attack.
In the bigger cities, they had these glass cupboards, you might say, with have you heard of the Stürmer? The publication during the war?
No.
Julius Streicher, the greatest anti-Semite you can think of. Now that comes over here. Okay. That he just put out a weekly paper that was just anti-Semitism with pictures, caricatures of Jews, and so forth and so on. I have photographs of all this in various places. And these were in these glass cupboards. So when somebody went to the underground, to the metro or whatever, with people always standing there reading the stuff. So I mean, yet another way of advertising,
Right.
School and home and Hitlerjugend, of course.
Yeah.
And the BDM, Bund Deutsche Mädchen, that was the equivalent for girls
Right,
of the Hayot. They called, Hitlerjugend was called Hayot. HJ.
So it was a classic brainwashing, basically, like North Korea, just total indoctrination.
The system whereby the Hitler Youth would, there's like deliberate attempts to, for the young men to impregnate the young women in order to jumpstart even at youth.
And they were getting
Even at
medals. The more kids they produced, they actually received medals.
As young people, it's really bizarre.
The girls were impregnated in in special sanatoria,
Right.
to produce the race, the pure race, But this is another book that I don't know whether you've seen this, by Simon Wiesenthal. You know who he is?
Yeah, he's the guy,
the Nazi hunter.
Right, the hunter.
Yeah, he was a Holocaust survivor. This is a remarkable book in that this is called Everyday Remembrance Day, and it's a calendar basically. Where is the front end here? Okay.
This fell out here. Is this what you're talking about?
No, here.
Oh.
A Chronicle of Jewish Martyrdom. And this begins with January 1st. As you saw, it's an introduction here. January 1st, there's a map, okay.
1940.
No, this is just January 1st, period. A generic January 1st. And a generic January 2nd. But under each day's record here, recording record, shows persecutions of Jews. 365 days a year throughout history.
Right.
I mean, recorded history. Okay? Which is absolutely remarkable. And that goes to December 31st. At the end, and okay, here we are at the end, and in some cases, under some days, I mean, you have a litany of persecutions. You follow me? And there's some pictures too.
Yeah.
So I mean, here's one of a ritual bleeding of a young person. Cut off the penis and collect the blood to put the blood into the unleavened bread. The matzahs, which is typical stuff. Various little pictures here. So, the world doesn't know these things, and it's just mind blowing that for every day of the year, for the last I don't know when it begins, the first date. Maybe early Middle Ages. All the atrocities are listed. And he hasn't got all of them, I'm sure.
No,
He's got most of them, or many of them. So
there's probably many cases in which you can only generalize, in which just massive amounts of people were slaughtered.
No, this is documented stuff. The undocumented stuff obviously can't get in here. I mean, that would be just guesswork. But there was a lot of undocumented stuff around.
Surely.
So what I kept basically. And I mean,
So these are the books that you wanted for yourself.
yeah, this is some of the stuff that I kept. Now here, for instance, it's a very interesting book. It's a fairly old book. French. Texte d'auteur grec et romain relatif, je dis. Greek and Roman authors relating to Judaism. And there was already, even in Greek times and Roman times, well, certainly in Roman times, but in Greek times before, texts that already were anti-Semitic.
Really?
Yeah. So this stuff goes back how many centuries?
Right.
Probably
Since the
24,
birth,
25 centuries.
since the birth of Christianity, I guess, right?
Before then already, for different reasons. I mean, it was not anti-Semitism per se, but certainly anti-Jewishness. You know? And of course, all that can be explained, etc., etc.
I'm just going to get some pictures of this here.
You have Hirsch on the Hanukkah goblins. I remember reading that.
Pardon?
Hirsch on the Hanukkah goblins. I remember reading that.
Yeah.
Classic.
No, I'm a great lover of Maimonides, and you see a lot of books on Maimonides there.
Oh yeah.
And,
It's a very interesting.
but I mean, there's
It's
so
just like
much
Jewish
that's
Aesop.
missing.
Just like creative.
So much is good.
It's
But,
gone. It's gone.
but what you have here is
It's
still
good stuff. It's good stuff.
evolution for everyone, Darwin,
Yeah.
Darwin in design,
Yeah.
evolution, creation, struggle.
I have a Czech Bible here. That was actually translated by somebody I knew, Professor Bitch from Prague. So, you know, people have given me stuff, and some of that stuff is here. So.
And are you going to take these books? You're going to give them to UNCA too?
Yeah,
Ultimately.
when the time comes, definitely. Yeah, I shall.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what Sean was
The
saying.
sponsor anthology is very, very interesting stuff. And this I want to show you. This is sort of cute. I worked at Marseille. So that's one of the bulletins, you know, sort of an advertising bulletin to bring students in. So you go here. They're still using it to this day. And here is a quote from Socrates. Why do you call me wise? I know that I know nothing. Right? Good.
Right.
Here's one by Virginia Woolf. You can read it better than I can.
Odd how the creative power at once brings the whole universe to order.
Okay. So that's Socrates, Virginia Woolf. These are texts.
Duck Rabbit.
Yep.
And here's one.
If you don't ask questions, you're asking for trouble. Lots of different.
Company.
That's right.
Socrates and Virginia Woolf and Walter Ziffer. Yeah. So,
That's clever.
oh boy.
That's really good.
So,